Hello, hello. Hi there, this is Ron again, and I'm going to read some poetry. I did a ceremony tonight, and I'm going to do part of my great work after every ceremony. I'm going to read some selection for people. My friend Luna said she was really enjoying my poetry because she's a fellow artist, and she listens to some of my poetry while she creates her art. Hey, alright, I like that. I do that too. When I do ceremony, I listen to Frater Oz's music, or Cult of Zir, my Frater Nolan's music. So this first selection is from a manuscript I'm going to be publishing called 3357. And I wrote this back in 1982. It's some of my early keys to my great work. I'm speaking there on an esoteric level, not an ego level. I intended this to be my anti-tech phase, but technology blew a fuse before I finished. So this book has 10 easy chapters of never-ending easy reading instructions on rubbing 2 sticks together to start a fire. Use paper accordingly. These numbers were from the courage to take what you give and taken away from what you add. So I'll do a random one here. Test range. Solidarity or rainbow-colored mush right between the eyes. Heaven ain't a bad way to be. It's hell without the cries and blown-up agony. Circles of the ages thrown off track by a kooky barrel of businessmen who are part of a killer machine to turn babies into money and men into slavery. Next act. Never had a losing streak like this, but what I'm gaining is finding out what security and action are all about. All around the pot there are hungry eyes brewing. Man may reach his upper outer limits with 8 arms and 2 heads about the time it's all too much for everyone. But where can we all fall but into one another's arms? Alright. It's been a while since I read that. This is going to be another book I'm writing, and it's called The Aftermath of Jesus' Coming Home in Costume Jewelry to Set Up His Fascist Throne. I'm sure that'll be a big hit with all the Christians. Let me see here. Close-up fanfare. There, cold and shabby bridge, swirling with the waters of Babylon, cast a crooked shadow on a rickshaw, connected and in the ground. Cobblestones pressed by ages of kings and serfs and dogs and warriors fashioned with magic hands. Sorcerer, what do you weave tonight? A place that won't pass? A nature that won't disregard your call? What chains do you place on me? I pluck the splinters from your bridge and I fly to free you from your sway. Magical spell of opium. Your castle is a joint of pleasure, mystical needle that you caress and often get the point from. The direction of the mood of your voodoo. I cast a spell against spells. We duel in ancient art. Then the prize is a high, the friends of opium blood in their veins, carrying out for the violent release and human caress. Guard your nest from human touch, but instead I watched you pass down below, and I walk on with this bridge. Too many a world it may lead, since I dedicated a vow not to test your spirit or fight your fire today. Instead I let you live, to ride off into another day. But magic man, heed my call, no bewitching me again, and change against nature's call. Ha ha! Wow, I'm enjoying these very much. It's like automatic writing. Probably channeled most of this. I think most of this wrote itself. Oh, this is one of my favorites. New, clear communications. Dedicated to Nostradamus. We were only doing our best. Darwin once stated that mankind had descended from a lower primal ancestor. Was the ancient ape-man visited upon by higher intelligence from other parts of the 10-dimensional universe? How did they teach prehistoric man to communicate? I say the man of prehistory stumbled upon some herbs and magic mushrooms. Hallucinations and excitements of living cause fundamental drives called visions. Therefore, the history of man before commerce took precedent over the emotions of people as a more valid function of support turned prostitution. Man continued to gather these plants, drugs, and in doing so, he generated the ability to think with his hands. Well, I'm going to go to a random poem. A long way from home. What a twist! I need your memory of love gone by. I drink of your life repeatedly, never quenching any thirst. Thirst for life, pleasure, and charms. The river flows so deep, a long way from home. Give me a break, give me a shake, damn it, keep me awake. Break out the booze, let's party down. We're having a get-high jam in this 2-bit town, a long way from home. I want to hold you in my arms tonight. A long way from home. Let me dig down into my magic box here. Ah, the House of Oneness. This is more stories. I don't know if I'm going to read any of these tonight. Yeah, I'll save the stories from the House of Oneness for another time. Let's get this one out. Ah, the junk. My spam poetry. This is called Junk Trash. It's a collection of poems from Love, poem collection and book called Hate. The cover is going to be a ravaged and chaotic Earth planet looking sad and addled. Yeah, let me pull one out. Ah. Oh, good. I got my little alien. Manifesting. Dedicated to taxation, the last hurdle, slavery, reason to control free people. Ah. Is it power when one chooses not to participate with what's going on in the room? Is it strength to maintain a cool, deep togetherness when other humans are losing it? Is it integrity to keep to yourself when there's so much suffering in the world? If you would only listen when you feel uncomfortable, God is whispering secrets. Then that would make you cosmic and universal. If only you would only stop trying to keep it together, the path of least resistance is the only thing that's sane. If you would only strip away the false self and talk to yourself, there's more than meets the eyes. The mind is so powerful it can fill and categorize. At best it labels and never admits to telling a lie. And the world's first computer and programmer all in one. The emotions are strong. They feel dogma and insignificance as the same song. Go ahead, express them. Spill out into the streets. Expose the ninny. Let loose the beast. Together we'll find an angel hidden in the machine. Black and white. Good or bad. It's only game in town. Polarity and going to the dark chapel of perils. Get me to enlightenment on time. Think how the goddess feels manifesting everything completed on the first day of her life. Imagine creating dwarfs and plumed serpents and negroes and spiritual shows and magic and humans and animals and males and fetal males. To take it all apart, smash it, bury it, melt it, hide it, get it away from here and over there. You and I think that we feel what we feel creates our little lives and the world that we live in, when in fact it's the ghost in the wheel, Ordeal X. It's the gamma rays of the core that's bought and sold in the store. It's at the center called life, vitral, true will, which nobody owns, which nobody will ever have power over. Compassion yet? Manifest. Yeah. Oh, not that sign. That sign. Oh, what the hell? What's wrong with that sign? That's a good sign too. Yeah. Oh, hey. I want to see if I can do it. Hey, it's Hermes Trismegistus. Oh my. I'm having too much fun. Oh my. Well, I will stop there. See you later. Have a good one.